Good morning, grade 10 Mathslets. Today we're going to start with summarizing data, and we use central tendencies for those. The ones that we do use is the mean, the median, the mode, and the range. This is just a way of taking a lot of data and representing it to people or to an organization, that it just summarizes lots of data that was found, and you can do that through these central tendencies. We use different central tendencies to summarize data. The first one that we use is the mean. I always say, oh, ma'am, it's mean of you to ask me to add all these numbers and then divide them with how many they are. So basically, the mean is the average. Okay, the median is the one in the middle. And if there's two in the middle, you find the middle of the middle. So you add the two together, you press equal, and then you divide that number by 2. Just afterwards, just check yourself. Does it look right? Does that number fall between? If you have like 40 and 42, is 41 exactly in the middle of those two? Yes. Then we also get the mode. That's the one that comes forth the most. If there are two or more modes, then you write them both down. So if you see two numbers appear at the same amount of times, you write those two numbers down. Please remember, if there's no mode, you write no mode. You do not write 0, because 0 is a number that we use within data. Okay, then the last one, the range, is the biggest number minus the smallest number. Very, very important. You have to always arrange your data in order from small to big, and we always call it in ascending order. So please make sure that you capture all the data, and that you also make sure that you put it from smallest to biggest. Okay, let's have a look at each central tendency separately. So the mean, remember I said to you, oh ma'am, it's mean of you to ask me to add all these numbers and then divide with how many there are. So if you were asked, they say to you, example here, you are asked, you asked the class how many pets they have and recorded the following data. Okay, so very important with the mean, you don't have to put it in order, but you will see before you even start with your data, the first thing is rather put them all in order. Okay, so how do I find the mean, which is the average of all of this data? So this is the amount of pets that all the children have in your class. And what you do is you add them all together. Oh, ma'am, it's mean of you to ask me to add all these numbers together. So you're going to say 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 5, etc., etc. And then you get it's 48. Then you take that number and you divide with how many numbers there were. So how many people did you ask? You asked 30. So the average pets per student were 1.6. The median. Okay, the median is the number in the middle after your data has been organized in ascending order. So very important with the median, you have to put your data in order. If you look at the following data, you will see that the set has an odd number of answers. So just to help you here, I've placed them already in order. Now we want to find the median, the middle. So I always take a finger on each side and I put it on 10 and I put it on 47, and then I go 1 jump from the left, 1 jump from the right, 1 jump from the left, 1 jump from the right, 1 jump from the left, 1 jump from the right, 1 jump, 1 jump, and then the one that's left there in the middle is 35. So you will see now that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the one side of 35, 5 numbers, and there's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers then on the left hand side. So I'm going to make a big nice circle around 35. Then let's have a look at a set of data that has an even set of numbers. Okay, so even set of numbers, it's a little bit more tricky. So there's not going to be one nice number in the middle. There's going to be 2. What happens if there's 2 in the middle? So if you take this set of data at the bottom, do it with me. You place your finger on 15 and you place your finger on 49. 1 jump from the left on 23. 1 jump from the right on 45. 1 jump, 1 jump. 1 jump, one jump. Now you'll see what is left in the middle is 39 and 40. So you want to find the middle of the middle. So you take 39 and you add it to 40 and you get 79 and you divide that number by 2. So the middle of the middle there is 39 and a half. The mode, very easy, the one that comes forth the most. If there are more than one mode or more than one number that comes forth the most, you write them down. So if you see 2 2s and 2 3s, you will say the mode is 2 and 3. Okay, if all the numbers come forth the same amount of times, you will have to write no mode. You cannot write 0, as 0 is a number and can form part of a data set. So like I said, remember, it can be that if you write 0, then I say, oh, you say the mode is 0. Most of the people answered 0. So please, if there's no mode, write no mode. Example, finding the most. You ask the class how many pets they have and recorded the following set of data. So if you have a look, you have to go and count how many zeros are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 zeros. So let's see if there's a number that comes forth more than 9 times. So let's have a look at 1. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. No. Let's have a look at number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. No. 3 is only 1, 2, 3 times. 4, I don't even see a 4. 5, there's only a few. Okay, so the mode is 0. Okay, if you have a look at this set of data, there is not one number that appears more than the other. Okay, so you will say that there's no mode. Okay, then the range is always the biggest number minus the smallest number. So you ask the class how many pets they have and recorded the following data. What is the biggest number there? The biggest number is 5 and the smallest number that came forth is 0. So 5 minus 0 is 5. So the range of the data, you can just ask yourself, how does it, the range is, what bigger range is there between how many pets the students have? The range is 5 pets because the biggest number was 5 and the smallest number was 0. So the range between those numbers are 5 pets. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And thank you for listening. You have now 2 days to complete the revision exercise, and please ask me if you struggle. Otherwise, I think the data is, or the work is quite straightforward. Hope you have a wonderful day, grade 10s. Goodbye.